Today we're talking about goal setting and how to create a deadline to make that goal or that dream come true. Have you heard the term doom scrolling? It's where you sit on social media or news sites and you just kind of scroll through the bad news. So doom scrolling the latest news may not be writer's block, but it sure as heck isn't getting stuff done. The world was burning when you started that scroll, and it will still be burning when you finish. But you'll feel better about life and about yourself if you get words written in between. Writing is, or can be, a business, and anyone in business will tell you that you just need to do it. Get past the fear, the block, the angst, or the blahs, and just do it. And anyone who says that doesn't understand fear or writer's block. I've lived fear, the kind that kept me bottled up with the writing lid firmly capped, and I can't live in that fear anymore. If you've been there with that weight on your shoulders, you've made a promise to yourself, much like the one you made in your early 20s, the morning after, the night before, a promise that starts, I swear I will never drink tequila again. The writer's promise is like a reverse 10 commandments. I swear I will stay off the internet. I will avoid social media. I won't answer the phone. I won't feed the kids, the pets, or the spouse. I won't do laundry, dishes, or avoidance cleaning. Instead, I will sit at the computer until I have written 2,000 words. On Saturdays, I will write 10,000 words. I will write 3 books a year, 4 books a year. I will replace my regular income. Butt in chair is a good strategy, but it can easily devolve back towards that doom scrolling without proper self-care and a solid plan. Long before I wrote a word, I had a dream to write, but dreams require action to move them out of the ethereal dream world and into this world. And getting there isn't simply a matter of writing, I want to write a best-selling novel on a vision board. Sorry, I do like vision boards, but like all good things, writing takes real work in the real world. Writing down goals is a wise start, though. But first we need an understanding of what it is we really want out of writing life, so let's start there. What is it that you really want as a writer? And there's no right or wrong answer. Is it fame, fortune, and fast cars? Critical acclaim, parental approval, celebrity endorsements, a sit-down with Oprah? Oh, yes, please, all the above. But writing in and of itself is a process, a creative one as well as a craft that can be learned. But what we want to achieve is the real goal, and it varies by writer. So self-help gurus are big on those SMART goals. So when it comes to specificity, it's easy to come up with a very specific goal like, I will write 3 books a year. It's SMART, right? It's specific, it's measurable. But there's not much thought to how to get there and what to write and why. I did do that. I wrote 3 books in 2016 and followed it up the next year with 2. I was in an MFA program and teaching college level English, and I had 2 kids at home as a single mom, multiple jobs. The stress nearly killed me. Creatively, it left me concussed. So I'm not sure that SMART goals work for creative people, or at least not the kind of goals they talk about in those ubiquitous How to Succeed at Anything books in the self-help section. So tell me what you want. To avoid burnout, you need to know what you want, what you're passionate about, and how you can meld the two. If you could add a realistic look at your calendar, your energy, and your writing speed, that would be a plus. So let's get to it. What do you want out of your writing? Writers have all manner of wants, from writing grandma's memoir to proving that the jerk 8th grade English teacher was wrong. She was, by the way. It's easy to let the world or our closest friends and family convince us to strive for something that doesn't meet the authenticity test, and we do it at our own peril. I have a friend writing for Hallmark. I love her. I am so proud of what she's done. I love her writing, but writing a Hallmark-style book would kill me. I binge on Hallmark at Christmas, but if you've read my fast-paced suspense, you know that sweetness works well in my coffee, but not the stories. So while I would love to follow her path to success, it wouldn't be my path. And in the end, even if I succeeded, I would have failed at building an authentic writing life, and the failure would eat me alive. So you need to figure out what you want out of writing, not what you think you should want, what your family wants for you, what your critique partner says you're capable of, or what the last judge in that last contest swore was your destiny. What does your heart want? Write it down, because writing is healing and empowering, and you really want to. So go ahead. No judgment. I'll wait. What do you care about? Know your passions. No, not that kind. Although I suppose that too. Just don't tell me, that's too much information. What makes your writing world rock? For me, it started with strong women. I figured I could write in any genre, any theme, as long as my female characters were strong, empowered, and unstoppable. In fact, the third book in my first series was called Unstoppable, and the main character considered herself unstoppable, and trying to be all that almost killed her too. My writing passions have evolved with each book, and while they still have that killer female, they also have common themes like isolation, abandonment, brotherhood, or sisterhood, and an enduring belief in a found family that is stronger and more vital than blood. So, write down what you care about. What is your passion? Think specific but not too confining. For instance, if I wrote down, I will write 3 science fiction books about space travel with an ass-kicking female blonde from Oswego, Wisconsin, that might be a little limiting unless you're writing a big series and that's going to be your hook. Or maybe consider recurring themes in your work. And if not your writing, in the books that you enjoy reading or the movies and music you love, what themes cross genres, such as themes of abandonment or fear or love conquers all? What concepts cross genres, such as the lone wolf, the invading alien army, or the star-crossed lovers? What values do you need to uphold to stay true to yourself or your vision for your writing? What characteristics should your characters or your books exhibit? Essentially, think about what you enjoy and are passionate about, and then figure out how to make any book in any genre work for your inner muse. If that happens to be crazy old guys who drink, smoke, and wear cowboy boots, you could put that old guy troop on a spaceship in the Old West or in a contemporary romance, and you'll have something you really enjoy in each of those books. Take a minute to write down the values, passions, and themes you want to include in your writing. While you're at it, consider if you want to specialize in a genre like John Green with YA novels, or if you want to go the route of writers like Neil Gaiman, who is all over the literary map. Go on, take your time. I've got nowhere else to go. Finally, what is your purpose? When I first started writing, my primary goal was to entertain. Reading sustained me through some awful times in life, and I wanted to give the joy of reading to others. I still want to entertain, which is why I write my genre fiction, but I also expanded my purpose. With my memoir and creative nonfiction, my purpose is to educate and empower readers. With my literary fiction, my goal is to create a character so compelling readers can't put the book down. They will think of her, I swear, and not that no tequila swear, but I swear they will think of her long after that book is finished. My bigger purpose is to tug at the heartstrings of all of my readers. So what is your purpose? What do you want readers to remember about you? What do you want readers to remember about your books? Write it down so the next time you get a crazy idea about a space opera, you know how to make that space opera uniquely yours. Okay, yes. So now we're going to start setting goals because we know what we write, we know why we write it, and for whom we write. So let's figure out the deadline.